Well, we have breaking news right now. An LAPD pursuit of a suspected hit-and-run driver.
And our Desmond Shaw is live overhead in SkyCal. Des, are we in a parking lot now?
No, he's got trapped in by some other cars here in South LA. Let's see what they're going to do. They've been driving pretty crazy here. Another close call right there. I actually saw some sparks earlier when they were flying. This alleged hit-and-run driver driving a BMW. I believe it's a 3 Series. Even if it's a base model, it's still decently nimble and, pretty capable vehicle here. And they've definitely been driving it pretty fast here, 50 miles an hour. Of course, we're dealing with LAX's wonderful airspace right now, as is LAPD. They were having some trouble, and they almost lost this pursuit, it sounded like, at one point. They have approved the pit maneuver. They just have not had a chance yet. It seems like the suspect might be kind of privy to that whenever. Whoa, really, really close right there. That was about as close as you can get without causing a T-bone. So we'll see how aggressive they're going to be with it. I hear him say now's a good opportunity if they can get, the chance, but the speeds, I think, are just a little bit too high right now. I'm actually going to, now that we're looking from kind of a distance, so I can't guarantee that speedometer is super accurate, but the suspect's definitely been driving pretty wild, taking a lot of chances here in South LA, all over the place. Through another red light here, Compton at 103rd, hit-and-run driver here, Mike and Pat.
Okay, you know what, Desmond, I'm just wondering, I don't know if it's too early to know this, like where this hit and run took place, and if this, was it a person, I mean, are they okay? Do we know anything about that?
We don't just yet, Pat. We've been working with the LAPD to try to sort some of that out, but we know that Southwest units were the ones that originally started it, but whether or not this was a previously wanted person or if this was fresh, we're not sure yet. We've been trying to sort that out with Southwest, but they've obviously been, kind of busy with dealing with this chase. And there was a little bit of chaotic moments when, as Desmond mentioned, the airship couldn't follow it because we got into the LAX airspace, which surprisingly, actually, LAX let them get south on the 110 into the Bravo, which they've not been doing. So they at least got a little bit of a break that way, but then it got chaotic with units trying to make sure they were calling it out correctly and all of those things. So
because they're aggressively going after this driver. They
are, which to me would indicate that this is probably a felony hit and run. I wouldn't assume that they would kind of aggressively chase this way for a misdemeanor hit and run.
Yeah.
So this is likely a felony hit and run. Wrong side of the road, both the LAPD officer as well as the driver. As we go behind those buildings here, he just made a southbound turn onto Central, I believe that is. So we're going southbound. We're going to be coming up on the 105 freeway here. We'll see if he gets on the freeway. He's been on the 110 freeway. That's where we first kind of were getting eyes on it, was southbound on the 110 freeway. Now he's going to approach the,
coming back towards us.
Yeah, so we'll see if he takes the 105.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mike, this came in as a hit and run just a few minutes ago, and where did it originate?
Here we go.
Oh.
I think we're going to get a foot bail here.
Oh.
Well, I just got to jump in here. We're coming into the projects here where we've seen quite a few pursuits and in the past. Let's see what the suspect does here, because they were driving in this area earlier, made me think that they were going to get out and run. They are trying to get some distance here from LAPD, but you see they are not letting them get any distance right now. They do not want to give these suspects any leeway here if they get out and run to try and get into this area and potentially hide, because like I said, we have definitely seen some pursuits and in this exact housing project before, and it's been very difficult for the authorities to arrest those suspects. Not clear how many people are in the car. Oh, kind of boxing him in here. But coming into it, let's see where this goes, if this is going to be a dead end, and it is. It is going to be a dead end. He's going to get out and run and see. He's going to leave the car and drive out and running.
It's two.
And just like I thought,
two people.
That car is going to bump into the garbage cans there and out and running. Let's see if this is where the suspect lives, if he has friends, someone who's going to let him in here. You see, down on the ground. They got him.
Wow.
All right, yeah, boy, the helicopter was really, really on top of that suspect right there, and they did manage to bring this person into custody, taking him into custody now, I should say. It looks like it was just that one person in the car, and I believe this ended in the Nickerson Gardens housing complex, guys.
You know what, Des? Didn't we see another guy get out of the passenger side? Mike, from your vantage point, did you notice?
Yeah, there is one more, Des. There was a passenger that got out of the front seat as the car was rolling. But they got they got busted too, because they tried to jump in front of the car, and the car rolled into the trash can and kind of blocked their exit route.
You know, it was interesting too when I asked about, commented how aggressively they were following this person, because even in this, housing project where there are a lot of people, a lot of cars, but they went after them. They were driving pretty fast. keeping up with this guy.
Yeah, they did not want to let this person go, and I think Desmond makes a good point about coming into this housing development here, this housing complex, because what happens is if they have enough time, they get out and they run, and then a lot of people come out and crowds start to gather.
Yeah, they do.
And then LAPD is hard to keep eyes on who was who, and it makes their arrest difficult. But LAPD, I will say, was very well coordinated on this and had those officers on this other side street here that were able to cut the guy off as he was trying to make a run for it.
And the officers who came in from the opposite side and took that suspect down.
There's a lot of them there right now. There's a lot of cops here.
Wow.
Well, as soon as they clear this, you know, as you said, that sometimes things can get a little prickly.
Yeah.
Especially at night. And I'm sure they want to get this person into custody and the passenger, I'm sure, and clear the area so they can take them in and clear that particular project there, where there are a lot of people, a lot of residents,
yeah,
a lot of cars.
Yeah, they want to hurry up, get these people in custody, get the car towed, and get out of there before anything else goes on. And in the meantime, we'll try to figure out what the hit and run was all about.
Okay, well, Des, you want to call this? This a code 4? Do they have the people in handcuffs?
Yep. Yep, both people, the suspect and the passenger in custody. This is a code 4 here of the hit and run driving suspect who was driving awfully wild around South LA.
All right. Thanks so much, Desmond.